Officer Ryan Carter was the epitome of integrity, a beacon of hope in a city often overshadowed by crime and corruption. He was more than just a police officer. He was a symbol of hope and resilience for the entire community. Known for his unwavering commitment to justice, Carter's presence brought a sense of security and trust among the people. His reputation for being incorruptible was well earned, as he consistently stood firm against any form of bribery or corruption. His bravery in the line of duty was legendary, with countless stories of his heroism spreading through the city like wildfire. Carter had saved numerous lives and put countless criminals behind bars, earning the respect and admiration of his peers and the community. To the people he swore to protect, he was a true hero, a guardian angel in blue. Carter thrived on the adrenaline rush of undercover work, finding a unique satisfaction in the high-stakes game of deception. He believed in bringing down criminals from within, understanding that sometimes, to catch a predator, you had to become one. His natural ability to blend in, to become one of them, was a skill that set him apart from other officers. It was this unique talent that led him to his most dangerous and fateful assignment yet, infiltrating the notorious Vasquez cartel. His mission was clear and perilous: to dismantle the cartel from its very core, to bring down the empire of crime that had plagued the city. He was tasked with gaining the trust of its leader, the ruthless and cunning Marco Vasquez, a man feared by many. Carter was determined to succeed, driven by a sense of duty and justice, yet unaware of the seductive power and danger the cartel's world held. He was walking into a lion's den, oblivious to the myriad dangers that lurked within, ready to face whatever came his way for the sake of justice. Marco Vasquez was a master manipulator, a man who could twist the truth and bend people to his will with just a few words. He surrounded himself with unimaginable luxury, living in a world where opulence was the norm and extravagance was a daily affair. The cartel's opulence was intoxicating, a heady mix of wealth and power that could make anyone lose their sense of reality. Carter, despite his rigorous training and strong moral compass, found himself drawn to the allure of this life, the shimmering promise of something more. The fast cars, the endless cash, the sense of power. It was a world away from his modest life, a stark contrast to the simplicity he was used to. Vasquez, recognizing Carter's vulnerability, exploited it with the precision of a seasoned predator, knowing exactly which buttons to push. He offered Carter a taste of this forbidden fruit, a glimpse into a life that was both tantalizing and dangerous, a glimpse into a life beyond his wildest dreams, a world where every desire could be fulfilled with the snap of a finger. He dangled the promise of wealth and power in front of Carter, a bait so tempting it was almost impossible to resist. It was a test, a way to gauge the young officer's loyalty, to see if he could be swayed from his path of righteousness. Carter, wrestling with his conscience, found himself at a crossroads, torn between duty and desire, between right and wrong. He could walk away, stay true to his badge, uphold the law and everything he believed in, or he could succumb to the temptation, betraying everything he stood for, giving in to the seductive call of the cartel's world. The decision gnawed at him, the lure of the cartel's world whispering in his ear, promising him everything he ever wanted, but at a price he wasn't sure he was willing to pay. The first compromise was small, almost insignificant, just a minor deviation from the path he had always walked. Carter justified it as a necessary evil, a small price to pay for the greater good he believed he was serving, a means to an end, a calculated risk in a world where risks were part of the territory. He told himself it was all part of the game, a strategic move in a complex chess match where every piece had its role. He would make up for it later. There would be time to set things right, to balance the scales. He convinced himself he was still in control, that he could walk the line without crossing it. He started accepting small gifts from Vasquez, lavish dinners, expensive watches, designer clothes, each gift a token of appreciation, a sign of trust. Each transgression chipped away at his integrity, the cracks in his moral foundation growing wider with every choice, eroding the line between right and wrong, the once clear boundary now a hazy blur. He began to enjoy the perks, the thrill of living on the edge, the adrenaline rush of bending the rules, the thrill of living on the edge, the excitement of dancing with danger. The guilt ate at him, gnawing at his conscience, a constant reminder of the lines he had crossed. But he pushed it down, buried it deep within, convincing himself it was all for a greater cause. He told himself it was all part of the job. The sacrifices he made were necessary, part of the cost of doing business. He was playing a dangerous game, one where the stakes were high and the margin for error was slim. And he had to play it well. Every move calculated, every decision weighed. But the truth was, he was losing himself in the process. The man he once was slipping away. His moral compass was spinning wildly. The direction he once knew now lost in a whirlwind of choices and consequences. As time went on, Carter's actions escalated. He began leaking information to the cartel. Small tips at first, nothing major. But soon, he was betraying his fellow officers, putting their lives at risk. He was in too deep, caught in a web of his own making. His partner, Jake Thompson, started noticing a change in him. Carter was distant, secretive. His eyes held a flicker of something dark that sent chills down Thompson's spine. The once unbreakable bond between them was fracturing under the weight of Carter's deceit. Thompson suspected something was wrong. He couldn't ignore the red flags. He owed it to Carter, to their badge, to find out the truth. He began his own quiet investigation, determined to uncover the truth about his partner's sudden transformation.